items, trust Low Cost Supermarket for the widest variety of quality products at low prices. Freshly picked fruits and vegetables, healthy products for your well-being, high quality meat cuts, and a warm and friendly service. Low Cost Supermarket, Southern Main Road, Cunupia.
Assalamu alaikum. May the peace and blessings of God be with you. You are viewing The Right Fit on IBN, the Islamic Broadcasting Network. I am Bibi Ajoda, former lecturer at Corinth Teachers College, retired school supervisor 3. Join us as we discuss several topics, including education, environment, health, and community service, to name a few. This platform aims to educate and inform you, our viewers, through discussions and interviews with subject matter experts. This evening, we are discussing education and community service. You will find why community service. Well, let me give you a little bit of background to community service. Community service is voluntary work done by individuals or groups to support and uplift their communities. It is not about personal gain or financial reward. It is about giving back. Whether it's feeding the hungry, mentoring youths, cleaning up public spaces, example beach cleanup, or organizing cultural events. Community service reflects a deep commitment to social responsibility and collective well-being. It is the heartbeat of grassroots change, and NGOs play a pivotal role in mobilizing this spirit of service. Hence our topic today, education and community service. With me in the studio are two members of an NGO, the Rotary Club of Penal, Mr. Vijay Buchun and Mr. Devnarayan Jagannath. Gentlemen, welcome to The Right Fit.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
All right, let's start with Mr. Buchun. Mr. Buchun, tell us about yourself, our viewers out there, a little bit about you, what is your role in the Rotary Club, and yourself.
Sure. Good night, everybody. My name is Vijay Buchun. I'm an accountant by profession. I've been with the Rotary Club for 10 years. September would have made me 10 years, so that's pretty special in my book. I'm the current treasurer, and next year I'll actually be the president. I've worked with non-profit organizations for the past 20 years, so this is nothing new to me. I also work for a non-profit organization professionally, so I have a lot of appreciation for what non-profit organization does and what it means to the communities we live in.
Thank you so much, and you are well poised to be the next president, if I may say.
Well, I hope so.
And I will ask Mr. Jagannath.
I'm Devnarayan Jagannath, known as DJ in the industry. I've been employed at Petrotrain for 34 years, And after completing my stint at Petrotrin, I joined the Integrity Commission of Trinidad and Tobago for a 3-year stint. And after completing my stint at the Integrity Commission, I came across Dr. Ignat Maseri, founding member of the Rotary Club of Penal. And he asked me, are you ready to come aboard and join the Rotary Club of Penal? And so said, so done. So I became a member of the Rotary Club of Penal, and immediately I indicated to them, one of my strengths is being a secretary. So I took up the role of secretary immediately after, and then also under his tutorship, I was able to handle the Interact clubs that we have sponsored, the Rotary Club of Penal has sponsored, and continue to today, being active with the Interact clubs and also the earlier clubs of the sponsored by the Rotary Club of Penal. And my portfolio as youth service chair, I've been a past president of the Rotary Club of Penal.
So I have two very knowledgeable, experienced gentlemen here with me. So Mr. Buchun, for our viewers out there, Rotary is a name you hear all over. Yeah. But tell us about what is the Rotary Club of Penal about, what is your vision, what is your mission?
Sure. So the Rotary Club of Penal is one of 22 clubs in Trinidad and Tobago. It is one of the 44,000+ clubs around the world.
Wow.
And we belong to our parent organization, which is Rotary International. Now, our role in terms of Rotary Club itself is to carry out the mandate of Rotary International, which will be similar to all other clubs in around the world. We are a group of volunteers that professionally business men and women that we come together and we practice service above self. Now, service above self, as it would say, is that you always do service to your community before yourself, in terms of put that before yourself. So we do that through various projects around our community, mainly in South, because as our club is based in Penal, and we do things in terms of fellowship, and we look at the areas of focus.
So you're saying you're based in Penal, so that's your catchment areas. What are some of the areas that you operate with?
So
Penal.
Although we are the Rotary Club of Penal, our areas doesn't limit ourselves to just Penal.
Okay.
It goes far beyond that. So I would say Debe, Barrackpore, Siparia, Faizabad, Palasico, Erin. Yeah, the name of
a few. Yeah. And that's what I like about it. It's your community around that you service. Yes. And how long you been in the club?
I've been here for 10 years. So I started when I was, 10 years ago. That shouldn't be that difficult. So
all right. And you're a qualified accountant as well. So you have expertise otherwise, like DJ here. Tell us about, and you said you are affiliated internationally as well. How many members you have in your club right now?
So we have 14 regular members and 2 corporate members. Let me just explain the difference. What is a regular member to a corporate member?
Okay.
So a regular member would be those who regularly attend meetings and who would more be on the ground doing projects. Corporate members who may not necessarily have the time, so they would more be behind the scenes, but they are also considered corporate members. They do pay a higher fee as well for being a corporate member. Oh,
we have a membership fee, I guess.
Oh yes, we all have membership fees, and this is just part of being Rotary, being involved.
Help you to organize and hold your meetings and carry out your duties,
like
functions.
All other organizations would have expenses.
No, you have some goals the organization is working to achieve this year. And guys, this is slide 1, I think. Perhaps Mr. Buchun will talk about it. Current goals that the organization working to achieve. So let's have the slide number 1 up so he can talk to it and tell us about current goals. Right, so you have the Unite for Good. Is that a theme for this year?
Yes, that's the theme for this year. Each year, there's a different theme. So that will be just for this current Rotary year, which runs from July to June,
Okay.
July 2025 to June 2026.
Okay.
And next year, we'll have a different theme.
And the other slide, I think it, oh, this is a good one. What is four-way test for the viewers out there who don't know about Rotary?
So the four-way test is Rotarians. It's 4 questions, and it's like an ethical guide for Rotarians that Rotarians use in their personal and professional lives.
Oh, okay.
As to what, in terms of the thoughts and how they go about life. So we ask these 4 questions in whatever decision we may make. So the first one, as you would see there, the first question there of the four-way test, is it the truth? And this could be applied not just, as I said, in professional, but even in personal life. Sometimes you do things and you should ask, or you're answering to somebody, is it the truth? So
And
that
I
is
will
just-
butt in there because
Yeah.
I think social media need to have this all over.
Yeah.
Because you have all sorts of
Yes.
false information out there.
Exactly.
And people are spreading that.
Yeah.
So, very good. And next one is,
Right, and the second one is it fair to all concerned? Again, when you do something, sometimes it might be beneficial to you, but is it fair to everybody else in the room or in...
are you
that you're-
labeling people?
Yeah, that too. So,
Right, okay.
So that's the second one.
Uh-huh.
And the third one, will it build goodwill and better friendships? Again, will whatever I do, will it make the community or the people I am around better and have like a better friendship, so build goodwill.
Improve relationships.
Correct.
All right.
And the last one there, will it be beneficial to all concerned? Again, it kind of ties into maybe the second question, like, am I alone benefiting, or would everybody else in the communities we work in, or the people we are around benefit
It's
as
to the
well?
benefit of everybody. And
Yes.
I am saying this should be up there, posted, so every human being should look at that and think about it.
So,
Excellent.
So I'm sure if everybody goes according to that, we would have a lot less problems.
Definitely. Less problems, social media. So, DJ, let me come back to you. You told me you are the youth chair. What is your role about that? What are you, activities are you, what is your youth chair about?
Okay, what has happened is that since approximately 1954, there were about Rotary International decided, hey, look, that they need to spread their wings a little bit, and they need to incorporate secondary school students, or that time they call it high school students in America, from 12 to 18, that age group. So they said, let us bring them into the fray and let them, let us mentor them in volunteering and carrying out projects and see how, because remember when they leave secondary schools or high school, they will be in the next form of progression, they will look to join the Rotary Club. So the Rotary International decided, hey, look, let us look at these high school students. And this is what came out of the Interact Club. Interact Club, it stands for International Action,
Okay.
right? So that is where Interact Club, but
And
it's ready for high school and we call it
secondary schools
students,
here.
so.
Excellent, because it's cliche, but we say those are the future leaders, and they need an all-round education. And being an educator, I always stress on education. You focus on different aspects of education. How you ensure that these are aligned to your mission. And guys, we are coming up to a slide, a very good one that displays this. A slide coming up here. Your activities that you have. Yes. Tell us about that.
Okay, one of the first one is environment. And what you're going to see in some of the slides later on is that these schools participate in garden projects, there's hydroponics, other preserving the environment. And what they're banking now with us as Rotary Club of Pinal is the mangrove, which we will discuss later. A mango project is that they're looking, and they also every around March, April, they do a beach cleanup.
Right.
Right? The IRE High School, Interact Club, Holy Faith Convent, Interact Club, Paliseco Interact Club, they go out to the beaches, and Street of Boys, they go out to the beaches in around the Pinal, Barpo area and do some cleanup.
And we're going to see that just now on your slides, right? We have some action slides, pictures demonstrating
Right.
those. Okay, let's talk about again on this slide here, the previous slide, other aspects, disaster prevention, water sanitation.
Water sanitation is, like for example, a few years ago, the Rotary International visited, like say, Haiti. And what they realized is a lot of the communities did not have water and sanitation in their areas. So they implemented this. And what we have in Trinidad, what we do, like we go to areas where we see most where probably we call it squatters area, right?
Right.
Or poor
For
personnel.
sanitation.
And we try to help them in terms of getting water and getting sanitation implemented. And at the same time, when we try to implement this project, we apply for a grant from Rotary International to assist us in carrying out the project.
Excellent. And yeah, other one, my pet peeve is basic education and literacy. And again, guys, you could come back to us now. We're going to see some of your literacy projects that you have done.
yes.
All right, Mr. Bitrun, he mentioned Interact, Rotaract. For me, you need to explain, or to our audience there, what are these subgroups?
Sure. So we have what we call a Rotary family.
Okay.
And a Rotary family starts from as young as 5 years old. So let me just explain. We have our first interaction is Early Act. So Early Act is, so we have Early Act, Interact, Rotaract, and then Rotary. So it's like a tier. After you move, it's like you graduate.
Okay,
from
so you
one
move
and-
up from
yeah,
Early
yeah.
Act to Interact.
Right. So Early Act is for primary school.
Okay.
It's primary schoolers ages. Now, although they don't usually have 5-year-old because you know they're so small, and so we more have like standard 4, standard 5s.
Okay.
And then we have interactors, which is secondary school.
Right.
Rotaract, which is for ages 18 to 30, and they more on like universities or come from universities.
Okay.
And finally, we have Rotary, which is not really for old people, but you know,
It's for experienced people.
yes,
I
so-
always say, people want to put aside old people and
Yeah,
whatnot. But where would you get this wealth of experiences to share if you don't be or join a club?
Yeah.
I like yours, as I said. So maybe this is a call out there to get some more experienced people out there to join you to give back to society.
So maybe the idea is that they would actually start from Early Act and reach all the way to being a Rotarian or belonging to a Rotary club.
I like that. You have
Yeah.
succession planning in place there. You're building from primary, secondary, tertiary, and then to adult there. Right. So DJ, can I call you DJ? Yes. I mean, you're very familiar. I am calling you DJ.
We understand it.
we go back a way back. What opportunities are available? How are you facilitating volunteerism or working with community and with the youths? Can you share a story of a significant project or youth making a difference? And a loaded question, do you have training for youths or volunteers?
Yes, we do have, we have what they call Rotary Young Leaders Awards thing.
Oh.
That's an annual program. Like last year it was held at the Cascadia Hotel in Port Spain on over a 2-day weekend. We had about 220 plus
Young leaders.
young leaders, teenagers,
Uh-huh.
participated in the 2-day workshop. From the Rotary Club of Alone, Rotary Club of Pinal, sorry, I should say, sponsored about 46 of those 220 students at that thing. So we chose from Irie, Paliseco, Faizabad, Holy Faith Convent Pinal, Shiva Boys, Davis Secondary, Barkpo West Secondary.
All your
right?
catchment areas.
All
there.
7 Interact
Interact
clubs
clubs.
that we were able to get students from these 7 Interact clubs participated in that Ryla project last year, November. So they came away with a sense of, hey, look, I interacted with foreign countries because we had other countries like Suriname, Antigua, St. Lucia, etc. So they were interacted, and then they all interacted with other interactors in the country.
Right.
So they build themselves, and they were able. I should mention to you that these interactors, while they are in the upper echelon of education in their school, when they leave the school, many of them, if you look at the papers, when they publish the listing of scholarships and listing of bursary, they are interactors.
I mean, and I always say education is holistic. Yeah, you're training them to be leaders, speakers, and then we'll see at the Model UN, you have students there as well. And, getting youths involved, sometimes people cry down youth in schools, but this is positivity which we must share to the public, that all these youths in school, they're doing positive things with your administration, with your leadership, I would say. So, Mr. Butchoon, what activities now? We're going to we talk about it, but we want to show our viewers what activities your club has done. Well, you name some of the schools, other organizations, what communities you have worked, and in what ways do you raise public awareness? But it's important that we share this story to the public. Hence, this program will do that as well. So, a loaded question here.
Well, in terms of public, I would tell you that the Rotary Club of Pinal and all Rotary clubs around the world, we have a public image citation, and so we must, but there's a mandate that we must do things to show what projects that we're doing. How we do this is that we send clippings to the media.
Okay.
So you would see ever so often that there are articles in the newspaper about the projects that we do. We advertise on social media, of course, Facebook and Instagram. In terms of the projects that we do, well, DJ spoke about like the Mangrove Literacy Project. We have Gold Ball, the sanitation project, wash and sanitation, that's another one that we got a grant to do as well. And we also do requests, so we would get random requests from people in our communities. This wouldn't fall under any particular project, but it is requests that we get in terms of whether it be wheelchairs, whether it be for assistance. So
you do render service other than your special projects
Correct.
or activities that you have.
Yes.
That's good.
Right? So we will go look here, some of your projects. They are on the screen. Mangrove, you have, and you alluded to that just now, right?
Yeah, Mangrove rehabilitation. So what has happened is that if you look around the country with the industrialization that took place,
Correct.
right, vegetations were removed, right? So what we are looking at is to, hey, look, let us try to rehabilitate the mangrove. So right now we are looking at going into South Oropouche mangrove swamp and, try to put new seedlings and things to develop the mangrove.
And you have a good officer, Ms. Jamie Birval, an enviroscience teacher, who is very knowledgeable about that. And for the environment, the mangrove prevents flooding and all the positive things, young fishes are there, traps, a lot of things mangrove is it for. So, and the other one was some of your projects. We'll see something about Gold Ball, and when we get to that video, I will want you to tell our audience about it, your literacy product, and what is your VOSH project?
So VOSH is VOSH. VOSH is a project we did, I would say maybe about 2 to 3 years ago.
Okay.
And it was providing free eye testing and spectacles for persons who cannot afford. And we did this in 3 or 4 different communities, and we crossed 10,000 in terms of the people we screened and tested.
Excellent.
So this was in partnership with an organization from Canada. Now we are expecting to do this sometime again in the future because it's needed. And
It
it is
is.
required, especially for kids who have trouble seeing in the classroom. That's a big thing as well, problem as well. So that was a really, really impactful project. Well, one of our most impactful projects that we would have done.
And like I say, when we do projects, we have to document, we have to monitor, and we have to evaluate how the
Yeah.
impact. And you are talking about the impact and how helpful it was for, again, for the kids in the community.
Yeah.
So you talk about some of your activities. I think a slideshow, a picture tells 1,000 words. No, what it is again? Picture paint 1,000 words. Right. So we will look through the slideshow and see some of the projects that have been done and some of the activities by the kids. And the goal ball here. And tell us about the goal ball, and there is a video coming up now.
Sure. So the goal ball is part of our DEI project, Diversity, Equity, Inclusion. It includes, well, first of all, it's a sport, a Paralympic sport,
Okay.
where blind and partially blind persons play the sport. It's like similar to, for the listening audience out there who may not have an idea, it's like similar to, I want to say hockey, but without a stick.
Okay.
Yeah. So where you roll a ball.
Let's see it in the video,
Yeah,
right?
so you roll a ball and each person's have a specific positions where they stay on the field and they hear, because they are blind, they hear the sound of the ball and that's how they know where to stop it because there's a goal. Each side has a goal. So
Okay.
they try to stop the ball from going, well, they try to stop the opposing team, from scoring.
So it's a little bit of football, handball, I would
Yes,
say.
like handball, yes.
And amazing because you're addressing diversity in the community, you're looking at the challenged people, and you are helping them as well because the goal ball, they are all blind, as you say.
And I think maybe too that, this is such a special project because think about people with disabilities and sometimes they don't get the opportunity to play sport.
Correct.
And this brings that opportunity, to a certain segment of people with disabilities so that they could get the opportunity to play sport and they could feel what it feels when they hear that whistle, a goal scored, so it's all of those
Excellent.
things.
And where did you have that? Where was that held?
So that was held at the Pleasantville Indoor. That was our first competition.
Okay.
So we had clubs from all around Trinidad who have their own team and they played out a competition. And I should also say that the end of this month, I believe it's the last Saturday in this month, we also have a competition in Tobago.
Excellent.
well.
So you
So-
didn't forget our sister
no,
isle,
no.
Tobago.
Yeah, so a
Yes.
couple of us will be going there as well
Tobago.
to oversee that.
Excellent. So now we will go to that video on goal ball, that our audience know what it is about, and what they are seeing is blind people playing what I would say goal ball or handball, but it's an excellent video. So we take on that video now on goal ball.
Quietly.
Anticipate.
Play.
Anticipate.
Play.
Welcome back to The Right Fit. You are viewing The Right Fit with two Rotarians from Penal, Mr. Jagannath and Mr. Buchun. And prior to going on you look at a video on Goal Ball. But let's pause for a good cause. We'll take a break and come back to you. Stay right there.
Never too early, never too late to recharge and hydrate. Get your daily dose the right way. Grab an Oasis, now why wait? Never too early, never too late to recharge and hydrate. Get your daily dose the right way. Grab an Oasis, now why wait? The greatest, the safest, Oasis for sure. Oasis, it's purer than pure.
Chic Leisure Limited, making life easier. Our renowned great tasting vermicelli comes pre-cut in regular and parched, packaged to make preparation simple. Attention all doubles vendors and roti makers, try our high quality pre-sifted bromate free all-purpose and whole wheat flour, low price and conveniently packaged. For wholesale and retail prices, contact Chic Leisure Limited, Warrenville, Conopia. Chic Leisure Limited, quality you can trust.
The Baraka December Expo is back. Come on down to the Baraka grounds in Central Trinidad from Friday the 19th of December to Wednesday the 24th of December. Get ready to shop and explore a wide range of wonderful vendors offering unique gift items at affordable prices with the widest variety of choices. So remember the dates, Friday the 19th of December to Wednesday the 24th of December. 6 days of fantastic shopping at the Baraka grounds in Central Trinidad. It's the Baraka grounds December Expo. Don't miss it.
Welcome back to The Right Fit. Prior to the break, you saw what the Rotary Club of Penal are doing with some of the challenged people, I call them, the blind, on a video. We continue to share some of the activities, and we have some slides that they were going to show to the audience there and talk about it. So let's continue with the slideshow, and VJ, right, here you go.
Literacy Project. What happened on September 8th every year is World Literacy Day as designated by the United Nations. So the Rotary Club of Penal has embarked on this to go out to schools. This year we went out to about 8 primary schools, especially the first year and second year infants, and giving them the message of, hey, look, it is important that you learn or you continue reading and read as many books as you can. Right, and here we have Miss Barpo, a candidate for Miss World Trinidad and Tobago. She participated with us in this reading project in September at one of the schools, at the Avocat Vedic School in Faizabad.
Okay, and our next slide, so that's literacy, again literacy.
Right, we have a person who is versed on puppet performance, and she came up with these two puppets, Milo and Stitch, and we went across the schools and see right here, you're seeing those two puppets, and we went across to the Debe Hindu school where we informed the infants, the first year and second year infants, on the benefits of reading.
Excellent, because all at infant level, at the primary level, excellent for literacy.
And they were very appreciative of the fact that they had these two puppets communicating with them.
Of course, and the resources used relevant and appropriate to the level of the children as well. And they would learn, and they're having fun too. You know that one at the same time. So our next slide is Interact or Early Act.
Okay. All right, this is some hampers at the Early Act Club of Avoca Village. Normally every year they look at areas in the community that needs, hamper drives, that they need certain supplies, they need, and they organize among the student body and the parents, and they come up with these packages, and they go out and distribute it to the community.
Okay, so the entire school is involved there.
The entire school is involved, so it is initiated by the Earlier Club of the school.
Okay, and there's a club in that school as well.
There's an Earlier Club in that school.
Earlier Club. Okay, our next slide, Interact Club Shiva Boys. Their project bird feeders with recyclable material.
What has happened in Interact Club of Shiva Boys saw it fit as they were seeing many birds flying around the school compound, and they decided, look, we have some trees in the area, why not build some small little huts that we could feed the birds so that they could come in there and have a little few minutes, have a little eat, and then fly out.
And I'm seeing they're using plastic, recyclable material, and instead of throwing the plastic to pollute the waterways, use it to make your bird feeders, cardboard, wood, and I'm seeing a recognize a teacher with them as well. All right? So this is, again, environment project.
It is.
Next slide, please. Okay. Talk about that one.
Okay, what has happened, the Interact Club of Shiva Boys felt it necessary in the August vacation to collect books from students who were not using it or who were passed on.
So you could come back to DJ,
to tertiary education, and they say, hey, look, let us get these books to needy students.
Okay.
Right? But when they embark on that project, what has happened is that they got an overwhelming contribution from the community.
Wow.
Right, so while it was a small project that they initiated, it became a very big project, and a lot of students were able to accept books that were handed on to the school Interact Club, and they were given to these community students.
Very good. And I mean, textbook is something you should hand down. Sometimes people pack them up, and one level to the other, you have your bookshelf there, no use to you, so why not donate it? And your community did come out to assist again. Right, and with your club leading the project. So I'd say if you have good leaders and project leads, you could get good projects too, and people participate and help. So our next slide is another activity. Mr. Buchun, you want to tell us about this one?
I think I'll leave that for DJ. He's our youth chair, so
right,
I don't want
so
to overstep.
Okay, good.
All right, what has happened is the Interact Club of Holy Faith Convent, they go to these orphan homes.
Okay.
Orphanages, right? And they also go to different homes, right?
So you could come back to DJ.
So while Holy Faith Convent, this is Barpaw West Secondary, and also Shiva Boys, right? So these three schools, they go to these different homes for the age, orphanages, to do reading and interaction. So the picture that you're seeing here is from Shiva Boys, some of the senior members of the Interact Club of Shiva Boys.
So they interact with the people at the home as well, and do projects with them, read with them, whatever they do. I know that home as well. So viewers, you're seeing demonstration of projects. They're not talking the talk, they're walking the talk. So let's see the other slide, beach cleanup. Okay.
Right. So the beach cleanup is a annual event that we have the interactors, which they do from different school. That one specifically is from Holyfield because
Right.
sometimes
Good.
they probably would have done it on their own as a school.
Right.
But usually it's a combination of other schools as well. And they would have done this, I'm not sure I think that's on
Matura?
Matura, okay. Sorry.
And the other slide, perhaps, I think there
Yeah.
were 2 slides on that one.
Yeah, and this is a part of a wider event, Ocean. It's from another group. So
Okay.
we do this every year. They do this every year. The area or the beaches, it could vary. So sometimes it could be in South, as this case is in Matura Beach.
Matura,
Yeah,
right
so
up.
And the other slide, I think, is another picture, is it? All right. Beach
Yeah.
cleanup, Matura beach cleanup. Again, getting to be in sync with nature instead of playing on the phone. Here you have young children and adults combined to clean the beach. But I wish we wouldn't have to clean the beach, and people have that
yeah,
responsibility.
more
of-
prevention than
Yes, but we do have to do it at times, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and our next slide, Garden Pinal. Let's hear about this garden.
What has happened is that the District 7030, of which Trinidad, the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago belong, because there's quite a number of countries where they look from Antigua straight down to Suriname, right? These are all the countries. The district had initiated an environment project, and what has happened is that Holy Faith Convent Pinal, the Interact Club, right, participated in it. And they were winners of throughout the 7030 district.
Oh,
and
really?
they got a first prize of $300 as their winning prize. And what they had done, they had converted part of their school compound into a garden, right, with different vegetables being grown and everything. And I think 2 years ago, what has happened is that one of the district governor, right, Brian Blasco, while he was visiting Trinidad, he went and he saw the project and he commended the school, the Interact Club of Holy Faith Convent Pinal, for embarking on this project and winning the prize, first prize.
Kudos to Penal Convent there. I mean, here we see youth in action, positive action,
Very much so,
because very much so on social media we don't see that, but here we must highlight the good and what students are doing in their communities, in their schools. Okay, and we have another slide again. Oh, leadership.
Okay, this is the, I mentioned earlier about the
Leadership,
Rotary Young Leaders. This is the assembly, right, of, I would say, interactors who attended Ryla last year in Cascadia, right, and they were exposed to, as I say, leadership workshops, and they went away much better equipped to handle situations that they thought that they could handle.
And if everybody did leadership, training, when we get to adult, we could handle situations and conflicts mayhaps. Okay, and our next slide, again,
Some of the students of the Interact Club of Barco that participated in the Ryla last year at Cascadia.
and helped by their able teacher.
But I should mention that if you're looking at them, and if you look later on in the slide of Model UN, you're going to see the same kids. So here they gravitate from last year being participants in Ryla to this year being participants in Model UN.
Wow, so we've seen growth and development
Exactly,
and sticking to it as well. Perseverance, all the skills that we need even as adults. Okay, let's have the next slide. Another.
Christmas sample drive, many of the interactors, they embark on themselves. They will have little projects in the school, little sales, like a snow cone sale, candy sale, whatever little sale, and they will get money. And then they will go out and buy the products, the groceries and everything, package it, and take it out to the needy community.
So we're helping the needy as well here. And they're learning marketing and sharing and buying and selling.
You will be surprised to know how they can handle finances better than us adults. I am telling you, they will be collecting the money, they have it detailed, right?
Come back to
sorry
DJ.
to tell Butch here,
He's
but
the
they're better
accountant.
because they they were telling you, this is the income they receive, this is the expenses, and this is what remaining, and
accountability, so important life skill for everything you do. Everything, you need accountability. And when they get at the higher level in the club, you have treasurers in your club. Excellent. Again, good skills from the Rotary and the clubs. Let's have the other slide, another project.
You want to take a
Sure. So polio awareness is, one of Rotary's main thing is polio eradication. So every year, in the month of October is World Polio Day.
Okay.
And we normally do something to commemorate it.
Okay.
So we do either a donation to Polio Plus to the foundation as a club, or we highlight in terms of what polio is and what Rotary does.
So you could come back to Mr. Butchun here where I see explain it, because again, education undermines everything.
I want to add that just last week, Thursday, Holy Faith Convent Interact Club contributed $565 towards polio.
Excellent.
The student collected that from within the school, and we were able to pass it on to the Rotary Club of Pinal, and we forwarded it to Rotary International.
To help polio prevention, education, again, very important. That is what this program is all about, educating our viewers out there and showing them the good that you're doing, service to community. Okay, so we have another slide, I think. Another one, polio.
Palestico,
other slide?
On World Polio Day, October 24th was World Polio Day. They formed the little emblem with the balloons at their school.
Okay, next slide, please. Okay, Model UN.
Right. What has happened, you can see many of the interactors from the 7 schools, right, that I mentioned that have Interact clubs participated in the Model UN, but they had to go undergo an 8-week training program at the University of the West Indies, and then they culminated in their performance on Saturday gone at Cascadia.
Right, and I think the other slide would show us there you go.
Right, so you can see some of the familiar faces who were in previous slide in Ryla. Yeah, you can see them here in Model UN.
And they got training, you said, for that as well?
Yes.
Right. So I heard the president of the country, Miss Christine Gangalu, telling them to take back all the learnings from here to have peace in there. I think there was a theme for this year too, I can't remember what the theme was, but there was a theme that, take back your learning from here to go back to your communities and share that. We have another slide. Peace Pole.
Yeah, so Peace Poles is something that Rotary Club of Pinal in the last couple of years have started to, we started off in secondary schools, and now I think we did one in the Pinal community, in Pinal area itself, the city, and it sends a message, so it is in different languages. If you look at the pole itself, it is written about peace and about may there be peace. In Arabic, it's in English, it's in Spanish, French, and I think one more language, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay, so, and I think we have another slide or a video coming up. Now this video, and I think the Ministry of Education mandated all schools to do a project on peace. Because I remember my granddaughter's school, St. Peter's, they did a peace. But so these are work of the children there about peace.
Okay, the time we're in, it's so relevant now.
More than irrelevant.
Peace more than, because everything you hear sometimes about potential war. So,
yes.
So it's needed, it's much needed.
Okay, so we have a video. Is that the video on, was it literacy or the Peace Pole? Which one we have a video on? International Day of Peace. I think the children did a video using drones. So guys, I think we have a video to show their skills, technology coming up.
There's a place in your heart, and I know that it
Peace to me means happiness. It's a state where there's nothing to worry about and you're just in this zone where you're just feeling this sense of calm. This is what peace means.
there's no hurt or sorrow. There are ways to get there if you care enough.
To me, peace is the unionship and calmness of people.
Make a better place, heal the world, make it a better place for you and for me.
Hi, peace means to me godliness.
There are people dying if you care enough for them.
Peace is the love and union of all people under God.
If you want to know why, there's a love that cannot lie.
Peace to me means having a
There's a joyful giving. If we try, we shall see. In this bliss we cannot feel.
To me, peace is finding love and happiness in everything by finding home.
Then it feels that always love's enough or is broken. Make a better world.
Peace to me means calmness, relaxation, and alone time.
Make it a better place for you and for me.
To me, peace means friendship, harmony, and non-violence.
People dying if you care enough for living.
Peace to me means tranquility and harmony, both within myself and with the world around me. On behalf of Baraka West Secondary School, I'd like to wish you a happy International Day of Peace.
Then why keep strangling me when this earth crucify its soul? Though it's plain to see this world is heavenly. Be God's love. Fly so high, let our spirits never die. In my heart.
You just saw a video made by students, for students and the entire population. So DJ, when you want to comment on that video?
I should mention that the background music in that video, Heal the World, was given to us by the late Michael Jackson, right? And a lot of schools like Avocat Vedic and the Pinal Vedic, and they are and Lengua Presbyterian, where we have a 3 earlier club.
Yeah.
The students practice this tune every year for World Peace Day.
Excellent, and it's to heal the world, which we need
Heal the
more
world,
now
that's
more than ever. So coming back now, what a wonderful set of projects, activities that you all are involved with. I must say kudos to you. What future plans you have, Mr. Butchun?
Well, one of our plans in terms of as a club is always to recruit new members. So because as a club, you go through phases where
Yes.
Some members would leave for whatever reasons, and then we get new members. So that is a continuous membership drive that we always do. In terms of projects, we raise our own funds.
Right.
Because based on the requests we have, based on the projects, not everything we get a grant for. Excuse. So maybe 1 or 2 fundraising projects that we plan to do, and we have grants that we got projects for in terms of the gold ball that we have coming up at the end of the year. I should mention we got that grant from the Rotary Club of Silicon Valley in the States.
Excellent.
So, and that together with the WASH project, where we looked at a community in Rock Road that has no access to water. So, and to get, they are like a couple miles away from the connection, well, the closest connection.
Okay.
So we're looking at doing tanks and spouting, so at least they could have that as part of our WASH project. And we continue to do or entertain requests on as we get them or as they come in.
Right.
So that is a continuous thing that never stops.
Yep.
And I spoke about the WASH project. That is something that we want to do in the next couple of years as well.
Okay, and DJ, what do you have for
One
the
of it I should mention, just a few days ago, we were able to enroll Bagpo, so Astra Girls College Bagpo, as the new Interact Club. Right? We have sent through their papers and everything to Rotary International. So within a few weeks, we will be getting their registration number and we will have everything in place. So we will be chartering that as the 8th Interact Club at the Rotary Club of Pinal will be sponsoring. I mean, when
that's excellent news.
When the district look at us and say, hey, look, one club sponsoring so many Interact clubs, and by the way, I've been given a mandate by my president, Jason Gopi, that I have to make sure after Astra Girls Bagpo, I have to go after 2 other schools to make it 10. He's looking at achieving 10 Interact clubs. But
begin with the end in mind. That's what you're going to get, right?
We will want to achieve that.
And what message to our viewers? I know you want more membership, to increase your membership. What else? Anything to close it?
I think, for the viewership out there who don't know about Rotary, doesn't necessarily mean you need to become a member, but just be aware of what Rotary clubs do and the good work they do. So, because part of doing the work, but is also putting it out there for us as well. So that is a big part of what I would want in terms of the viewership to be aware as well.
So viewers out there, join the Rotary Club in Pinal, help them join the schools, and I worked with Astra Bagpo. I did some service there for them as well. I know the principal there very well. So what do you want for the viewers, DJ?
What I would like to encourage is that, volunteer is something that should be innate in you, that hey, when you volunteer, don't look for rewards, right? Come in there and, make your contribution, and later on you will see the benefits of what you did. So I am asking, persons who are inclined to volunteer, feel free to come on board with the Rotary Club of Pinal. We are willing to, take on more members. Yes.
And we have one slide to tell us that where you can contact or get in touch with the Rotary Club. The email is rotaryclubofpinal@gmail.com. So hopefully at the end of the show, you will get plenty emails saying, I want to join, I want to help, I like the cause you're working with. And it's all, as I said in the beginning of this program, giving back. No financial reward, service to mankind, service to God. So with that, I want to say thank you for viewing. We hope we made a difference in the lives of you out there, viewers, and added some sort of value. First of all, I must thank Almighty God for this opportunity. I want to thank my guests, Mr. Buchun and Mr. Jagannath. I must say thanks to my friend Jamie Birbal, who initiated discussions and prepared the slides. And of course, congratulate her on her top student performance at CSEC Cape, I think. Also congratulate Mr. Jamal, who on IBN, who was appointed to the board of TTT. Many thanks to the management and staff of IBN, Mr. Brother Hasib, Saeed, Sadiq, Saif, and Siddiqa. Can't forget her today. All right? Join us again on Mondays at 8 p.m. with a rerun on Saturdays. Drop us a line if you'd like to join us here on the program or want to share some views or questions with us at our contact number 475-1439 or 645-4426 is the IBN number. Join us next week. We are talking about health and important holistic health with Dr. Adriel Ramnarayan. Assalamu alaikum and good night. Thank you.
Chic Leisure Limited, making life easier. Our renowned great tasting vermicelli comes pre-cut in regular and parch, packaged to make preparation simple. Attention all doubles vendors and roti makers, try our high quality pre-sifted bromate free all-purpose and whole wheat flour, low price and conveniently packaged. For wholesale and retail prices, contact Chic Leisure Limited, Warrenville, Conopia. Chic Leisure Limited, quality you can trust.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ورسلا قد قصصناهم عليك من قبل ورسلا لم نقصصهم عليك.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وصحبه ومن والاه ما بعد. We continue in our series about the stories of the prophets alayhimus salam, and we're still in the lengthy introduction. We're going over concepts that we need to understand.